If this is working, I imagine that it is. Testing, testing, testing. My mouse is not working because it is not plugged in. I don't really need it. Testing, testing, testing. My mouse is not working. All right. I think it's working. We're here. Episode 4 of our MyGM Mode WCW on WWE 2K24. A very big episode as we are weeks away from our first WrestleMania, or as I would prefer to call it, Starcade. We have a lot of decisions and things to go through during the course of this video. This might be a longer one. Now, the end of the last episode, we made several trades in trying to complete the season challenges, in which, if you look around here, there's a great chance we don't get that 5th challenge done. Because this would be the easiest one, but there's not 6 episodes left. But you get the point. I traded away AJ Styles, our United States champion, Eric, who was on an expiring contract, and Shane McMahon, and we received Rob Van Dam and CM Punk. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all what my plans are for WrestleMania. Kurt Angle and Ken Shamrock conclude that rivalry there. Rob Van Dam, John Cena, continuing their rivalry match. Maybe a bit of redemption for John Cena from One Night Stand 2006. 18 freaking years ago. The dream match of CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, the difficult thing here is both are face and both are a fighter. So, obviously, something needs to change there. And I think for the women's division, I want to wrap up this 4-person rivalry that we've had with Bayley, Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, and Indy Hartwell, where Bayley and Candice have been the constants in our women's division. Now we have that 5th spot, and I think I want that 5th spot to be Ivy Nile versus Maxine Dupree, which again, something we need to change there, because both are faces. Now, the main reason that I went ahead and told y'all these WrestleMania plans is because there's a great chance that they don't happen, because a lot can change in the course of a month. Right now, we're in first place. We're hoping to keep that. I'm hoping that we get some more money as well. We have a lot to go through, like I said, in this episode. Now, thing 1. We have 3 injury rehabs. We have 3 stars that are injured at the moment. Now, I think what I'm actually going to do... I'll think about it. I'm thinking about it. We also need to use a lot of these up because I don't think that some of these carry over into the next season. So, thing 1 that we'll be doing to get back at McFoley, we're going to use one of these. We're going to build Indy Hartwell. Now, the only match... Alright, Stardust. This is also Stardust last week here. So, I do got to sneeze. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We're going to go crazy. It's not that crazy. Ken Shamrock. Stardust. I want to do it in a stipulation match. I don't really want to risk this being an ambulance match and Ken Shamrock lose and or take a lot of damage. I don't want to spend a lot of money on this one match as well. I think we'll do it in a last man standing. Now, I think it would logically make sense if we had Ivy Nile turn heel for this rivalry with Maxine Dupree. But if you look, Maxine Dupree, there's a chat. I don't know. I think with Maxine having more stamina and we complete this challenge, granted, talent scout points don't mean that much to me because I'm never searching for talent because we never got the money to pay the talent. I think we're going to have Maxine Dupree be the one that turns heel. Also, she has a better mic promo skill than Ivy. I just realized that. Now comes the difficult part with Stone Cold and CM Punk. I think that we probably won't be using Stone Cold next season. Because the two matches, the one match I mainly wanted to do was Stone Cold and John Cena. We did that. Stone Cold and CM Punk is a great bonus to have. And it's not, we might get to the draft and we keep Stone Cold. It's not, it's just going to be a money and booking situation. Now, because CM Punk has low stamina, we also, again, this is the main issue once we get to WrestleMania season, is you got to fill out the card, and your roster gets extremely thin. I'm really thinking this over on who I want to be the face and who I want to be the heel. Because, again, we're going to have to cut another promo where one of them turns into a brawler. Actually, backtracking. Time out. I think I've messed this up. Hold on. Because Stone Cold turns into a specialist. And then CM Punk also turns into a specialist. So I think what I will do, for the sake of this, is have Stone Cold. We'll have them both cut a promo tonight. I think it benefits me more if CM Punk is a specialist. And then Stone Cold is a heel. Now, we're already spending a lot of money. And we need to fill out the rest of the show. Just looking at these staminas makes me so freaking sad. Because that's obviously what leads to injuries. So, Bayley and Indy, I can trust in a match. I think I'm gonna. This isn't even that wild. We'll do a table. Alright. I also just thought. Here's the thing. I don't want to spend money on this and then never use it yet. Because, like I said, we are running low on money. But I'm willing to take the risk for this 1 week. Ludwig Kaiser would be a good signing. Alright. For 2 weeks, I think this is a decent deal. I think this is the episode we spend money. And then the rest of the time we potentially save. Now, is there a matchup for Michin? Who's a brawler? Nobody. Great. Or is it a bruiser or a brawler? What am I looking for? It's a bruiser. I just made brawler up off the top of my head. Because Michin is a fighter. So, that does not really benefit us at all. But also, I don't think anybody else does as well. So our opening contest, our 2 debuting stars, RVD, Ludwig Kaiser. Extreme Rules should not cause that much damage. Dakota and Indy. We'll go on the safe side and make this a tables match. Now we got this 1 match left. Kurt Angle. What's his specialty? His specialty match should be a submission match. The fact that it's not is a bit crazy. I don't think anybody... Look, Kyle Slickman. Please don't hurt our world champ. Please don't hurt our world champ. Kurt, if you get hurt... Also, this is a good thing. It's maybe a good thing, maybe not a good thing, is that we're saving these injury rehabs. Because we obviously don't have enough. We realistically could change a match to buy one of them if needed. But we have 3 without having to use one this week. So, Kurt, Kyle Slickman, Extreme Rules. So we'll have 2 Extreme Rules and make this okay, that does it. Alright. I'm not even doing the math. I'm just freaking guesstimating at this point. I need this to be a stipulation match. This one, or they could both be tables matches. All right, not our greatest episode. This is just going to be such a headache of an episode because we're in first place right now. We need to keep putting up good shows or shows that make sense to stay in first place. And we're also trying to avoid injuries. Granted, 3 people can't get injured because they're doing promos. RVD has high stamina. Stardust is on his last week. Ludwig Kaiser, I probably should have done a 3-week deal for Ludwig Kaiser. As we go through y'all's least favorite part of the episode, where I write this stuff down. RVD versus Kaiser. Am I alright with this episode? I feel that I am. I think the crazy thing is the Maxine Dupree role change. This is also the first episode, I believe, where I did not have a single ad promo, but we did not have any time to waste. Extreme Rules. RVD wins. 2.5 stars. CM Punk is now a specialist. We're fully replacing AJ Styles because AJ Styles was a specialist as well. Kai versus Indy. Dakota wins. Okay. The only real hope is that the other. This is also 0-1 Stone Cold, so this very much makes sense for him to be a heel. Holy crap, are you kidding? It's Kurt Angle. I'm not that surprised. What was I getting at? If Stone Cold and CM Punk ever had a match, which surprisingly in this day and age is not impossible, I'm trying to think of like the aesthetics of the match. Shamrock, Stardust, last man standing. Ken Shamrock wins. Somehow a 2-star match. I really don't understand this game sometimes. This rivalry has been going on for months. P.D. Williams, Tony D'Angelo wins. I hope that y'all understand that joke. Because I said that he was up years. Sometimes, I'm not going to say I regret getting rid of Chad Gable or trading Chad Gable. But him and Kurt Angle as a team, we never got that far. It should have happened. Alright. I'm trying to go as fast as I can. I got all that wrote down already. Okay, that somehow was a good match. So, 3 women's matches for a company/show that has no women's championship, by the way. This is it's Eric. Look, I want to tell y'all this now. Okay. Get well soon, Eric. I'm going to try very much to get Eric and Ivar WCW Season 2, build our tag division around them. Because I'm trying to think. I think our U.S. title lineage is very much AJ Styles and Eric. Because I don't think that Nakamura ever beat AJ for the title. Shane McMahon at almost 100 stamina is a bit crazy. I also do think that we had the best show out of the week without even worried about this match. This is going to be a high-rated match. Okay. I think that we still had the best show. Poor finale. Okay, I can't. It's very even. I think that NXT might have got the better of us. Oh, boy. This does not really benefit us that much. This potentially does. We need to use that before week 25. Here is also... So, okay, only about 4,000. This is going to be the test. Because when I've did other... Please don't ask for a lot. That's a lot. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and write you off this week. I'm going to tell you this now. Ivy. I see that text. Do not try to leave. I'm not giving you a bonus either. That reset is doing better than expected. Maybe with a little push, he can become... Yeah, he was wrestling Kurt Angle, Triple H. I don't need these. I don't really freaking need... All right, that one, I'm not going to lie to you. I thought that was a talent scout. You will definitely be appearing on this card tonight, Maxine. Okay, so we need to find this. It, it is what it is. Oh my God, we should rest your primary solo champions. Good thing here is that we do not have a U.S. champion, so that means just Bayley and Kurt Angle. So the thing that sucks with this, we also Ivy leaving gives us money. I don't know who we could sign or because we can't. I'm not. It would kind of be stupid to upgrade this right now, but we can't. I don't know how much that really helps us as well. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. What I was getting at though is that we'll probably have to end up doing Tiffany Stratton versus Maxine Dupree, with the issue being I have to turn one of them face, which in this instance would probably be Tiffany. But I'd have to wait. Look, we can use an injury card on that, but not right now at this moment. So, I'm trying to think, because our roster gets thinner and thinner by the week. All right. We might not do any promos this week. RVD and Ludwig, we'll give them one more match. Granted, just to get fan. This is risky. To be fair, there might be a chance that we give RVD a rest next week. So, boom. Also, like I said, we're already spit it. I think we're going to wait it out this week because I think I could fill out a show without... I don't know. What am I trying to say? I think I could fill this week out, potentially bring more money in, and then spend money next week. Main event-wise, I realistically don't know what to really do, to be honest, with trying to rest Kurt and Bayley. What to do. It also doesn't help that all three of these people are fighters. Oh my goodness. If I wasn't so worried about Ken Shamrock injuring CM Punk, I would definitely do that match. CM Punk is concerning me, which I think a lot of companies have been saying that for his whole career. Now, I'm trying to use these while I can. What is this? This will hurt them for next week. We need to be coming after NXT. We also should have used this one. I'll wait. I'm not... We'll see how the rest of this episode goes. Also, I think... I don't know. Because we can do 2 women's matches. And then we need to find somebody for Ken Shamrock to face. I think is how we need to go with this. And then, do we have any spots left? Alright. We're going to leave these 2 on our main event. Backstage brawl. Because it should get us fans. Indy and Dakota. Y'all getting a rematch. Y'all getting a second chance. I don't need this to be a bad match. I'm trying to think of a match that's not... This isn't really going to work. We'll just do a normal match. If it hurts us, it hurts us. And that hurts me in saying that. Ken Shamrock versus somebody, potentially. Stone Cold calling out CM Punk. CM Punk is either going to cut a promo or just rest. Actually, I think we're going to rest CM Punk just to feel a little bit better at that. I also need to look at what resting Bayley and Kurt Angle does for us. This someone else. I think that we already have one of these, and I keep forgetting to use it. Okay. If I used it, I don't remember on who, because I thought that I had one of those already. Oh, I think... Is it this one? No. I think we're going to bring back Tiffany Stratton early. Granted, the issue here is that she is still at non-stamina. Where with Cena and Post Malone, I could wait the week. This is also going to teach us a lesson, because maybe if I use this, the stamina goes up. I don't think it does, but that's a good use of that. Then the stamina didn't go up at all. Alright. What we are going to do is a triple threat match with Candice, Tiffany, and Maxine. What we actually... Bro, we're going to have to book these episodes regardless. The injury concern, you can't... It is what it is at this rate. I think what we actually going to do is just do this one-on-one and have Tiffany cut the promo where she turns face. That way, that Maxine Dupree match could happen. Granted, we could just sign another woman star. I doubt that happens, though. I think we're just going to go with the triple threat and see what happens next week. That promo might happen next week. Nothing might happen next week because she might get freaking injured. Now, Ken Shamrock. Does this really benefit us if we rest? I think we're going to take the risk and just do Ken Shamrock versus Kurt Angle. And then potentially have to use an injury on Kurt. If we just do this one-on-one, normal, not the biggest concern. Last person standing there. This is fun. And then we'll have Bailey do an ad promo, get us some money. Anybody left? No, because we have Punk resting now. Again, I don't have to do a backstage brawl. So I'm going to take the risk. Go for... We'll do a... Here's the thing. I don't really want to waste money and then don't sign anybody, obviously. So we'll go high and go with Legend first and see who pops up. Terry Funk would be a fantastic name to add. Who for him to feud with, I don't know. That also is all the money for us. So we're taking the risk I didn't want to have to take. Searching this route. Scott Hall would be a great name. We do probably need somebody for our women's division. So, these four... Now, I know I'm lumping The Miz in with this. But The Miz being a specialist potentially could add some things. So, looking at this roster. Terry Funk and Stone Cold, who had a random match on Shotgun Saturday Night that I cannot find in its entirety. Granted, I have looked. I've definitely looked because there's several websites that have Shotgun Saturday. I'm going on a tangent. All right. Do I have anything for any of these people? I think Bianca is the one that makes the most sense. And I believe she is the cheapest out of all these people. Granted, we could probably... would have to do this a different stipulation match, which is not the worst thing. And then this probably wouldn't be a stipulation match. So I think we're going to sign Bianca. I would have loved to sign these three as well, mainly these top two, but I don't think we really have anything for them. So we will go signing Bianca. This will go to a normal match, and this will be an Extreme Rules match again. And I think we're going to put Bianca in this match. And if whatever, depending on what happens with Candice, will determine a lot of things. And then here's the thing: I don't know if we need to turn Tiffany Stratton. What we need to do with her now. Thinking this through. Because we could realistically do Bianca. I really want to do Bianca and Stratton, if I'm just being honest. That sounds like a better match than Bianca and Maxine. Have that fatal four-way for the women's title. And then Maxine. To be fair, I think that is actually the route to go. So we're not even going to do anything with Tiffany. and we might have her cut. We'll have her cut a promo. Ken Shamrock's a fighter. How much would Terry Funk cost for this one episode? We don't have enough in general. Unless we cut Maxine now, which would be a bit sad and hilarious. But for the sake of this one episode would also... We get 15,000. She wouldn't appear. Maybe she will come back on a discount for that last week. John Cena. You might win that match, you might not. So, whatever happens with Candice happens. But I think I'd rather do beyond. We also need to do this. Let me clear this. That way, if this spins off into a rivalry, it's Bianca and Maxine and not Candice, because I saw that thing lighten up. And then Tiffany can cut and add promo for us. We do need the charity, but I think that this episode is a good episode. I'm going to hope that Kurt makes it out of this match. Both competitors. The whole roster makes it out of this episode okay, but mainly Kurt because he is our world champion. And we're going to do this tables match again. I like tables matches, and it gives something special to happen. Actually, we're going to save the money and do it regular and hope that that somewhat benefits it. Probably not. We will see. Okay. I'm okay with this episode. Money-wise, not really. But we have been in worse situations before. So, Angle versus... Have we been in worse situations? I'd have to really think about that. Indy... If y'all hear my air conditioner, it's making a weird noise. That's not good. Indy and Dakota. Belair versus Dupree versus LeRae. This is all thanks to Ivy Doll because she was not happy and wanted to leave, which I don't really know what we did to make her that upset. But you can't change it now, and we got a bit of a money boost out of it. Is there any other... I think this is the cheap. We go Extreme Rules or Last Man Standing. I already wrote down Extreme Rules, so we're going to stick with that. Alright. Anything else? I don't think so. So, episode 2. 22. 22! RP Sid. I did not mean to do that reference, but tribute to the legend there. Kurt Angle wins this match. Did not get injured. That is good. Stone Cold starting this rivalry. CM Punk, he's not here to call him out or to come face-to-face standoff with him. Indy wins this match, which she lost last week. I also will say, I don't write down the ratings for these matches. I probably should. Maxine Dupree. Okay, she wants that contract extension. I understand. We got a lot of money out of that. A lot more money out of it than expected. As Rob Van Dam wins the rematch. As he will more than likely start his rivalry with John Cena next episode. Episode 23, shout out Michael Jordan. Shout out Jair Alexander. I don't think anybody else of note ever wore 23. There is definitely somebody that has, obviously. But that comes to my mind, I don't know. And I hope that you could tell this is somewhat of a joke. I'm trying to get through this episode. I'm tired of seeing this person. And I just saw his... It's like Captain Grog. What kind of name is that? This is a good team. Gable and Steamboat. We low-key should have Steamboat on our roster, but... didn't I try to trade for him last episode? Don't remember. Also, you're welcome. Oh my goodness, it's Randy Orton. Randy Orton's on this roster. CM Punk, you are welcome because you were feuding with Honky Tonk Man all season, and you came to WCW and are automatically feuding with Oh my goodness, they're doing charity promos trying to get. All right. 1.5. Are you kidding me? I'm going to try to build our tag division next season around Gallows and Anderson and the Viking Raider. Renewing this 2015 rivalry. I also just realized that, like, I go from, like, segment to segment, like, so quick. It kind of seems like we're in fast forward motion. All right, good booking. I do think that NXT might have did slightly better than us. Now, to be fair, money-wise, we're kind of close. All right. We're down 10,000. We need to start doing better. Okay. You want to team with Post Malone. Great. I think that they know each other. That's stupid. But Post Malone has definitely worn a Stone Cold vest. I don't want to make Stone Cold that upset. This might rub off and help Post Malone as well. 2 weeks. I would be willing to give her 1 week. I'm going to hope that this does not hurt us in the long run, but I'm willing to do that. Have at least one backstage brawl. I think it would make the most sense for it to be John Cena and RVD. Issue is, Cena might get injured, and he wants to win his next match. Now, I'm going to hope that Cena wins this match, does not come out of it injured, and then, because if he loses, he's probably going to be like, he's going to pull an Ivy Nile. That's a weird statement to say, but this sparks this rivalry up extremely quick. Now, I'm willing to do Stone Cold and Post Malone as a tag team. I just have no clue who for CM Punk to team up with. If I could assign Terry Funk, that would have been a perfect tag partner for that. Women's division. Did I not just give Candice 2 weeks off? Why is she here? Time out. Oh, I can still book her. That it's not needed, but okay. I thought it was one of those where you can't even choose to do that. Okay. All right. Thinking this through. All right. I think that we go the route that we went last week and sign somebody to team with CM Punk. And then I just got to hope that I have enough steel for this backstage brawl. All right. Let's go this route. I'm not trying to spend too much money because we need to do that backstage brawl. What do we get? This is also... Bro, quit freaking giving... all right. Like, scouting points are not needed at this moment. And I know it's the one where it stops the opponent from using scouting points. Those aren't even really needed either. So, we're going to go look for high-end talent. We're going to go with this one. Do we go Immortals? We'll go with this one because that's $25,000 difference. Umaga, well, we can get Mankind as a joke. All right. Obviously, we have enough. We could get more scouting points, but Finn Balor, Jey Uso. Bro, I should have signed Terry Funk last week. We're going to have to leave here with at least one person. That way, I didn't just waste these freaking points. Do any of these people make sense to face Post Malone? Or better yet, team with CM Punk. Alright, we're going to do something extremely risky. And use this. I didn't really want to, because the issue here is that you still got to spend the search cost. And if I remembered what Terry Funk's look, we just looking for somebody to team with CM Punk. Let's just put it that way. I'm not looking for an immortal. I'm willing to go Icon. There's Scott Hall again. We needed Terry Funk again. All right, this is the last one. Last one I'm looking for. Because we need a how about I do this way? Male. what am I looking for? Face. Anything else? Because Post Malone is a heel. We're investing so much into Post Malone, which is a bit nuts. R-Truth is going to be our backup plan if whoever we look for now doesn't pop up. It's also funny that Scott Hall popped up back-to-back weeks. All right, here we go. Cody Rhodes. Sheamus. I would love to have Sheamus. Do we just go with Cody? Do we go with Mankind? Do we go with R-Truth? Because here's the thing. None of these people are worth $10,000. So this backstage brawl is out of the window. Maybe is Jay? No. All right. Who do we go with? Who do we go with? Who do I feel could carry Post Malone in a rivalry? I think we're not going to even worry about that backstage brawl. The issue here as well is like, if I just didn't spend any money this week on the show, that I could have signed 2 people, but I don't think that I could. Because none of these people... Yeah, we couldn't. Alright. Who should face Post Malone? Who should potentially face Post Malone at WrestleMania as well, if needed, as a backup plan? Do we go Cody, or... We're just going to go Batista because he's the cheapest route and the one that I keep going back to. So, Batista is signed. This backstage brawl could wait. We'll go Extreme Rules because, like I said, this only gives us scouting points that we don't freaking need. It is also going to bother the hell out of me that we did not complete these season challenges because they did not want to help us out and give us that movie offer for the $400,000. And I also don't even know how the hell you get $400,000 on here without spending any money at all. So our main event this week is CM Punk and Batista versus Stone Cold and Post Malone. I'm taking a picture of this just so y'all see what I see. And we might do a tornado tag of this next week, you know, because we have Batista signed for the rest of the season. All right. Indy and Dakota once more. This time around. Falls count anywhere. Willing to use an injury card on Dakota if needed. I'm going to hope that I don't. I'm going to hope that I don't. And then Bianca and Maxine Dupree. I am also, again, willing to sign Maxine for the rest of the season because I don't think it'd be that much money. We're going to have Kurt Angle. Do we rest Kurt? I think we're going to rest Kurt Angle this week and have Ken Shamrock do a call-out promo. Oh my goodness, y'all gotta be kidding me. Alright, we're just gonna... Look, it would have made sense, but we're just gonna do ad promos this week, as always. We'll have another ad promo by Bailey. And then we'll rest Tiffany one more week and have Kurt do an ad promo as well. All right. Now, looking at these power cards, we obviously don't have enough to spend on any of these. And again, I need to see, because I think that one time that I was doing this, I realized that these don't carry over. So I need to see the ones that wouldn't benefit me. So, like, I don't plan on doing any no-hold-barred matches. I could use this one. The Scout, all right, this one I'm not going to use. This one I'm going to go ahead and use now because I don't think I could use it next week. We need to steal fans from NXT. I'm also trying to gang up on NXT, but not too much. I don't even know who their NXT champion is. Who's the ECW? I don't know. Senga is their champion. So I'm going to do this for ECW. Remind me to look up. So this one, we're just not going to use these two. We're not going to use the rest of these. We might use the Veto Champion one, but the rest of these, because it's going to be a test to see if they carry over into next season or not. All right. John Cena, RVD, Extreme Rules. Is this? Yeah, Extreme Rules. We realistically should go a normal match, but this starts their rivalry for WrestleMania. What will their match be at WrestleMania? Time will tell. Indy, Dakota, match 3. This time around, Falls Count Anywhere. Bianca versus... I also should have wrote Falls Count Anywhere FCA. Bianca versus Maxine, regular match. Which, to be fair, Maxine did win last week. And this random tag match. CM Punk and his good friend, Dave Bautista. I don't know why I just called him Dave. Versus Stone Cold and his good friend, Post Malone. Which, like I said, I know that Post Malone at one point owned a Stone Cold vest. Here we go. Screw the backstage brawl.
1, 2, that's 3. Bring it.
Cena won, and it's hurt for 4 weeks. Okay, so RVD is just going to be doing call-out promos. Oh, my goodness. I don't know if... we're going to have to wait and see. Wait and freaking see.
2, that's it. Bring it.
As Dakota takes match 3 and is injured for 2 weeks. So the good in this is it's only 2 weeks. Oh, my goodness.
2, it's over. Bring it.
Maxine Dupree wants that contract extension. I respect it. Granted, are our top 2 matches going to be our best matches? At this rate, it looks like it, maybe. As Punk and Batista win. Yeah, alright. I did a snafu. I shouldn't have expected that match to be that good. Alright. So, Dakota, I think, thinking out loud. If no injuries happen, I have to use at least one of the injury rehabs on Cena this week. This week coming. RVD needs to cut a call-out promo on him. And Dakota, oh my God. Dakota's going to be a wait and see. It's going to bother me. We're going to have to wait and see with Dakota. Also, if, somebody wants to help and give us that injury rehab, Mr. Triple H. The Falls Count Anywhere, I never book a Falls Count Anywhere, but it's the only match we could afford. Ricochet and Shane McMahon, AEW's newest signings. By the time that I said that, Shane McMahon could have actually debuted in AEW, but Ricochet already did. We might have chosen the... Alright, I know that we use the card to... Bro, it also bothers me because seeing EO lose and had like the red mad emoji. I could have traded for EO last episode, but it would have left us with like barely any money. We should very much traded for EO. Alright. Good booking. This Cena injury has us in such a weird spot. Because we have this episode coming up and then it's WrestleMania. And I know that I can't use the injury rehabs both on the same episode. Granted, we are getting some money. That is making me a little bit happy. I also didn't look at our ratings compared to NXT. Okay. Oh my God, this is going to bother. Their episodes suck, too. Because we have the money, and because you have won, I'm not even going to negotiate. We're just going to... Boom, there you go. Yeah, you gave us a 2-star match, Mr. Stone Cold. Hey, boss, it's been a while, because I've been trying to build her stamina up, but I also do realize that she's been doing a lot of promos. So we can do Dakota and Indy this week. Dakota and Indy this week. All right. Are there any injury rehabs? No, only freaking health spa. Which I don't even know if anybody can realistically use that right now. So we need Cena back. This is also 3 weeks, which is good because I kept thinking it was 2 weeks. So we definitely need to use. I love you, Dakota Kai, but we need to use this for John Cena. So when we can't use this other one yet. Think this through. Think this through. Veto champ. We can't even use it. I should have used it last week, but I just said that I didn't even remember their champion. Not the worst case scenario. Also, again, we could see if this carries over into next season, which I don't think it does. I don't think I can use any of these except for this one, which who needs it the most? Where's Maxine Dupree? We'll wait. We'll think that through. All right. Coming to this episode. RVD is calling out John Cena. We might end up changing that. I just saw that John Cena has that chain. This reminded me that I also own this chain. His is a bit bigger than mine. Take that how you will, because I have a kid-size version of this. Oh my god, I just said all of that. Regardless, oh my goodness. Stone Cold, CM Punk, they're fighting this week. They're going to be... I really want to do a backstage brawl so freaking bad. Oh my god, please. 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 It's also funny that they had CM Punk especially as a backstage brawl. Please. 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 Bayley wanted a match. She is back. She is facing Indy. We're not even going to risk having this as a stipulation. We actually realistically could. To get redemption for her damage control teammate, we're going to do this in an Extreme Rules match. Bayley's in-ring return. Where is Indy? Boom. Bianca and Maxine Dupree. I forgot about Batista. I legitimately forgot about Batista. Alright, we're not even going to risk it. I don't even want to risk it. They're just going to have a normal... They're going to have a submission match. And then at WrestleMania, potentially a higher... They will definitely have a higher stipulation match, but I don't even want to risk it with the backstage brawl yet. Alright, Batista and Post Malone. An extremely weird rivalry, but stamina-wise, it helps out a lot. It also is funny that Post Malone consistently keeps getting injured. I don't even know. We're just going to do last man standing for the sake of it. And Bianca and Maxine Dupree. They definitely need a stipulation match. Do we have 2 last man standing matches? We'll change this one. Because I don't want to do an ambulance match because we don't need either of these people getting injured for 3 weeks. A TLC match would be weird between these two. We definitely need this to be a stipulation match. So we'll have 2 last man standings. Who cares that much? All right, call out promo. Shamrock, Kurt, gives Kurt a week of rest. And we'll have Tiffany appear to cut a promo. And Kurt, like I said, gets a week of rest. This is also the go-home. I just realized that. I kept thinking we had another week. No, no, no. This is the last episode. So we're actually going to do a charity promo. And for the sake of Cena not coming back, we're going to have RVD do a charity promo as well. So 2 charity promos. Money-wise, I am okay with where we're at. I know that I probably should have signed somebody, but we signed somebody the last 2 weeks. This is a okay spot. This is an okay spot to be in. The women's title match might change a little bit. We will have to wait and see. All right. Bayley and Indy. Extreme rules. Batista versus Malone. Last man standing. Belair versus Dupree. Last woman. Has there ever been a last woman standing? There has to have been. I couldn't name it off the top of my head, but there has to have been. Stone Cold versus CM Punk. Submission. As this is our last episode before Starrcade. Anything else of note? So if I do, first of all, I don't even know who are. Okay. I'm not even going to risk it. I know that's a good power card to have, but I am already wrote all that down. I don't think we can use anything. Can we use anything else? We're going to use this on Post Malone, who's now level 8. I should have used that a long time ago. We're going to use this on our most improved star, Maxine Dupree. I don't really need this right now. We can't even use this. Cannot use this. So we need to see. I'm going to write these down. Look for 2-bit arena / veto champ in season 2. Like I said, this is the go home. Anything else of note? Where are we at? At revenue, we're a ways away. Fans should be done next season. Again, extremely bothers me that we won't be getting that Hall of Fame trophy for doing these challenges. I should have done this. I realistically should have done that one, but I thought at some point we could have got the 400,000 in the bank. Nothing to be that bothered by. So here we go. Go home to Starrcade. Bayley versus Indy Hartwell. Bayley wins her return match. Harvey gets us some fans. Batista wins. Are you kidding me? I don't even know if I could risk having them have a match at Mania now. So they will probably be on promo duty, depending on the situations that arise. Thank you, Bianca and Maxine, for having a good rivalry. Main event, please, please, please. Stone Cold wins. Redemption for last week's tag match. Okay. This has gone by a lot quicker than I expected it to. I think they've had Chad Gable do promos almost every freaking week since he's been there. They've done this match every week for the past 2 months, it feels like. Timber finally got a good reaction. Main event, Otis versus Big Boss Man. Not a new TV champion, but their WrestleMania, that might be one of their big matches. Bro, we're 54 minutes into this episode. This, I did not even know that. Who the hell is that? I know AJ Styles. I was looking at the guy on the eye patch. This, bro, EO. I apologize. I should have made that trade for EO last season. Yokozuna. Who's their NXT champion? We need to look right now. As Jinder Mahal wins. Hooray. All right. We had 254. I think that We beat them by 4,000. I lied. Huh? Wait a minute. Oh, no, they got Hall of Fame trophies. All right, we did beat them with the fans, but the trophies, are you kidding me? They completed that? They never had no 400,000. Yeah, I'm not. You don't have to worry about the Regal. Guess what? Double the cost of searches. You don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I'm not giving you a bonus. If you leave, I'm going to be pretty upset because I just raised your freaking thing, but I don't think he'll... All right. I don't even think he's giving us that much money back. Maxine, you and Bianca have been putting on great matches. Y'all definitely earned a match at Starrcade. All right. I'm actually pretty pissed now about the trophy thing. Pretty pissed. All right. Cena is here. Meaning, this last injury rehab, I know that there's 2 weeks that was not needed, but we needed that. All right. Ken Shamrock and Kurt Angle are definitely having a title match. In what stipulation? It would make sense if it was a submission match. We need to have one Hell... all right. This match makes sense to be a submission match. I'm trying to think this through. All right. John Cena, RVD. U.S. title match. For now, will be a backstage brawl. Very certain that this will change. I just wanted to get the highest value match. Our opening contest will be our world title match, because it's going to be a submission match. This is going to be for CM Punk and Stone Cold inside Hell in the Cell. This, I mean... Do I do an ambulance match? I don't need somebody getting injured for 3 weeks. They don't really have a rivalry to have a submission match. We'll do a steel cage for them for now. TLC. Fatal 4-Way. Bailey versus Candice versus Indy versus Dakota. Lastly, Bianca, Maxine. This would be hilarious to have in a Hell in a Cell, but we'll do Last Man Standing for now. This one will be in Extreme Rules. Now here comes the issue with these promos. We need to save $1,000. Actually, you need to save that much. So which of these matches could change? I'm definitely doing this in a TLC because it's the branded bonus. This is definitely going to be a submission match. This, I would love to have in a Hell in the Cell. I don't think we need 2 charity promos. But it doesn't... Time out. Alright. We need to... Bro. $1,000. Oh my gosh. They really had to do me like that. This is staying. This is the one that, like... When any of these... Hey! Alright. Time out. This would make sense to have in an Iron Man match because they've traded victories. I know the last man standing sounds better. Last woman standing, last person standing. I think the Iron Man match makes the most sense. Now, $3,000. Falls Count Anywhere does not sound that good. I don't even really know how many fans. What is her promo look? $3,000. Let's think this through. Think this through. We're doing Extreme Rules there. Just for the pay-per-view. Obviously, this match would make a lot more sense in a Hell in the Cell. But to get the most bang out of everything. And I don't really know what it means by PLE bonus. What do you... Yeah, we're just going to go this route. Save the money, etc. I like this card. Kurt Angle, Ken Shamrock, one last time. Ultimate submission match for the World Championship in our opening contest. I don't even know what the hell to use for the thumbnail. World... I'm writing this all down in advance. World title submission match. And I'm writing this a long way. Sometimes I shorten it. I'm writing it. John Cena submission. Boom. John Cena versus RVD for the vacant U.S. Championship. A rematch from ECW One Night Stand 2006. Which, fitting, because that match had to have been for the in an Extreme Rules match. As I keep messing up what I'm writing down, so I had to erase. I don't even know what time it is. I'm having so much fun with this. We're about to have to do a draft. We're also in third place, which bothers the hell out of me because we finally got the fan total back. Alright. Bailey versus Candice LeRae versus Indy Hartwell versus Dakota Kai. It's also extremely... I did this ass backwards because it should go the opposite way, where the world title's in the main event, Punk and Stone Cold are the opener, but I think stipulation-wise it makes sense to have it in this. I don't know. I don't think it matters that much. Women's title TLC match. If you're getting 5 great matches regardless. Bianca Belair, Maxine, also Post Malone, you were never coming back here. Ivy Nile, I'm willing to give a second chance. Post Malone, Stone Cold would legitimately have to say, hey, bring Post Malone back. If that doesn't happen, which I doubt, you're never coming back on this roster. Iron Man match, boom. Last match, CM Punk versus Stone Cold in a TLC match. Would make sense for it to be inside Hell in the Cell. That way every match is different. Don't have the money for it, though. As we got 2 charity promos. Anything else of note? I'm not even going to look at those. Everybody's on the roster is appearing at Mania, Starrcade, whatever you want to call it. This is going to bother me, that trophy thing, but I can't really do much about that. I believe all these are done. I'm not even that worried about that. Like, we probably could do that with Batista, but it is what it is. Here we go. WrestleMania. I mean Starrcade. In Oklahoma City. Interesting location. Kurt Angle versus Ken Shamrock. Kurt Angle wins. 4-star. It did not conclude the rivalry like I thought it would. Only brought in 4,000 fans. John Cena, Rob Van Dam. Rob Van Dam is our new U.S. champion. Got booed for a freaking charity promo. Could have had a better match. Bailey retains. I thought it was going to say something about an injury, but it didn't. Bianca Belair, Maxine Dupree. Bianca wins. Yeah, we went the wrong way. Main event, Stone Cold CM Punk. CM Punk wins. And the rivalry is complete. Alright. Look at their main event, a tables match. Look at them doing charity promos now. Look at them doing charity promos. Y'all ain't bringing in any fans. Okay. It's WrestleMania, Foley. Sanga, who gets injured every match but is their world champion. Finally, some new tag champions for their roster. Who cares, really? I'm still not going to forget about SummerSlam. I can't wait for this draft. I will say that. I apologize. Y'all put on a great main event. Wink, wink. Now, here's the thing. I think that they're in a different arena for this, which I don't know how much that really benefits them. They also have all normal matches and one Iron Man match. The fact that, like, I have to, like, compare and compete with these shows. AJ Styles not even on the competing at the show of the year. Like, come on. All right. I'm trying to go as quick as I can. Bad Bunny, AJ Styles. There's your match right there. You should have booked. One of our former world champions. Lastly, Jinder Mahal, Randy Orton, Punjabi Prison. Poor Your first mid-card match. So, we live in a day and age where a 4-star match is a poor opener. Okay. Y'all could have labeled that a lot better. Especially when you're comparing it to the competition. Like, y'all, get out my face. Really. I saw Post Malone just tweeted something over there. I don't even want to see it. He should be blocked. He shouldn't be hashtagging us or anything. I didn't even look at the fan numbers because they don't really matter because we're going to be in 3rd place for a while until we get these Hall of Fame trophies up. All right. Most superstars traded. Most giant superstars. These don't mean crap. Oh. Dakota, 19 matches. I need to find this. I don't remember that guy's name. I didn't even write his name down. I wrote down indie talent. As we come to the draft and wrap this episode up. I will say I don't know who to protect. Draft. I think CM Punk needs to be protected because he is a specialist. Season 2. Draft for Season 2. The thing is, this costs money. 1, 2. Alright. Punk. Kurt. Bailey. Who they did not let me know Bailey was injured, especially for 5 freaking weeks. Oh my goodness. We're already spending a lot of money. Alright. Bailey. I will hope to bring you back at some point, but you cost a lot of money for someone that is injured. Stone Cold. Oh, we're already spending $1 million. This is what happens when you have star power. Stone Cold. We'll see you at some point. Kurt stays. He's our world champion. He's been our top person. Ken Shamrock. You're on the same wave point as Stone Cold. You also cost the exact same, which is a bit funny. Cena costs a lot of money. And I don't necessarily need Cena at the moment. So we will wait and see with that. Punk's the question mark. Punk's the real question mark right here. And we also we have 3 freaking faces, which is actually crazy. All right. I really wanted to do CM Punk and John Cena as a rivalry. That might have to wait. We're just going to go with sticking with our U.S. and World Champion. Bailey, we will wait and see. So here we go. Only Kurt Angle on RVD. Which, when you look at their freaking side, those people don't draw money or don't have money. So, Kurt Angle. We don't even get the first pick. Wade Barrett.
It's round 3 for WCW.
You mean it's round 3? It's the first round. World champion Kurt Angle. I'm writing this down, like I said. U.S. champion RVD. I never remember. Kurt is a bruiser. RVD is a fighter. Stone Cold also is making a lot more money than he was if we would have kept him, which kind of screws there. There's CM Punk, same. I think everybody's going to end up making more money this time around. Sami Zayn would be great to have, but we'll wait and see. Umaga. I believe Umaga and RVD have definitely had a match before. We'll think about that. I think I also want Rhea Ripley to carry our women's division this season. Io Sky. Oh, my God, my God. I don't really know who I'd want him to face, though. We'll come back and think. You got to go through these, obviously. Where is Eric and Ivar? I don't think they're going to be here. There's Luke Gallows. Is Carl Anderson here? Pete Dunne. I saw Pete Dunne. I definitely want to draft Pete Dunne. Hey, look at this jabroni. I don't think Carl Anderson was here. And I don't know if... There's no real point in drafting Luke Gallows if Carl Anderson's not here. Who would be a good rivalry for RVD and Kurt Angle is obviously our sentiment right now. Bobby Roode, Kurt Angle renew their TNA rivalry. I'm going to draft Rhea Ripley right now. She's going to be the star of our women's division. Is she going to be our women's champion? If I don't have to crown one after this, probably not. No way! That's all I wanted to draft. No. My goodness. I shouldn't have yelled that loud, but I have no clue because it was going to be Rhea versus Io. X-Pac was a cruiser. Such a terrible draft, by the way. Nakamura and Angle we never got to, but Nakamura also screwed us last time around. So do I need to hold that bitter sentiment? I think we're going to go ahead and take Bobby Roode. I know it says Robert. I'm always going to call him Bobby. Who just got drafted? Sandman. I also need to look. Alright, look to see if Carl Anderson is over there. I know it's a weird person to look for. I'm willing to take Michin. I think that her and Rhea would be a good rivalry. Mia. Carl Anderson's not there, and Carl Anderson's not there. So I don't know why I'm so obsessed with Carl Anderson. Alright. Someone for RVD to feud with. Which RVD is a fighter, so we need a brawler, correct? Yes. Muhammad Ali costs way too much money. LA Knight is not the worst, but we'd have to change him to a heel. Umaga, I think I could get with, but it's a lot of freaking money, and I also don't know what he would do after that. Rhea Ripley is a fighter. No, she is a brawler. No, she is a bruiser for the last freaking time. Time out. I can look here. Yeah, so she's a bruiser. So these are who we need to be going for. Where is Bianca? I just saw Bianca. I think she was on the other one. I'm trying to think who these people would put up a good rivalry with Rhea. This is not a good draft. I'll just tell y'all that now. Where is also Butch, Pete Dunne. Might be him. I think I'm going to draft him and Tyler Bate. and they're going to be our tag champions. Bailey, I thank you for everything you did for WCW. You might join back at a later point. Tiffany Stratton. I'm going to go Tiffany Stratton here, and then Tyler Bate next round. Indy Hartwell. Sami Zayn would have been good to draft, but I don't really know who I would have booked him against. Tyler Bate.
The big strong boy and a big strong brand. I'd put this guy in a match with anyone the GM's
Gunther, I forgot about. I'm not going to say. All right, I didn't forget about, but it was the same sentiment I had, but he could have definitely feuded with Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. So I couldn't get them all here. And then you look, Giovanni Vinci's here. Chad Gable, we are bringing back.
WCW selects.
I know we're going for all specialists right now.
He wants to prove he should have been earlier.
Him and Kurt Angle at some point will either team or feud. We will definitely carry that over. CM Punk, you cost a lot of money. I also don't really have anything for you right now. Stone Cold. Who won? CM Punk won at Mania. Nakamura. I just don't know. I still got that bitter feeling about last time around. Maxine Dupree. Her and Tiffany would make a good team, but I don't know if we're necessarily going for women's tag teams at the moment. Candice and Rhea, I could get behind. So I think we're going to draft Candice, bring her back. We're also getting lower contracted people.
Lots of potential in this woman. I like this pick.
LA Knight is interesting. Umaga is. If there was a member of like the bloodline here besides Umaga, I would draft him and make them a tag team. I also need to find somebody for RVD to feud with, which would obviously be in this section. Cruiser. So RVD, for the 8th time, is a fighter. So if there's anybody here that we could change into, obviously in this instance, RVD is also a specialist. Remember that. I'm going to draft Dominic Mysterio and Wesley with Dominic. These are John. Bro, time out. Y'all see this. Like, it shows Rikishi, but it doesn't show them. Y'all understand what just happened there, didn't y'all? We're going to draft Dijak. Screw it. Dijak or D. Honestly, not that against that. Alright, there they appear. RVD and Kane would make sense, but A, Kane costs a lot of money, and B, I wish this was like older school Kane. Can't really change that now. We're going to draft Wesley with the potential of him first feuding. I think he's going to feud with Dijak first.
X marks the spot for Wesley on this new brand. Only a matter of time before he reaches his potential here.
Ricochet. Is there any giant? I should have drafted Gunther so bad. Gunther is probably the first person we're going to try to trade for. I think we're going to go with Dominic Mysterio, maybe. It's also funny, Liv, and... Alright. Michin is... Alright. Because I know that I could change Rhea to a giant for her to feud with Liv and their Styles match. Or Michin is a fighter. Are any of these people I'm willing to have feud with Michin? If it was Xia Li, which she is on the other side, which I think I think we're just gonna bring Maxine Dupree back. Bring Maxine Dupree back. Never mind, because she's the same as Michin. I don't know if y'all hear that in y'all's ears as well. If y'all do, I apologize. MVP and RVD would be a good rivalry. I'm still trying to think this through. Kind of forgot Chad Gable was on the roster. Kind of forgot we were trying to build a tag division as well. Is there anybody here? I know that Omos was on the other side. But is there anybody here that would make a good tag partner with MVP to feud with Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne? Who would be a good tag team? We don't really need any more specialists. I really like. We was like right there from drafting, going through. LA Knight. I'm also trying. This is what's getting me. Kurt Angle and Robert Roode. Angle, Roode. I'm going to go ahead and draft Liv Morgan because I know that she can feud with Rhea because I know for a certain that I can change Rhea to a giant. Selena costs more. So Ripley / Morgan. RVD is a specialist, meaning he could feud with anyone, but it would make the most sense if it was a heel. We're also going to write down Dijak and Wesley, unless we find somebody for Wesley to feud with, which someone for Wesley to team with to feud with Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, because I'm trying to build this tag division up. Chad Gable is also here. I did not forget about that. Was Chad Gable, Robert Roode, former tag champions? How many women do we have? Rhea, Michin, Tiffany, Candice, Liv. Did not count. I think that's 5. 1, 2. I'm on the wrong. 3, 4. So we need one more woman and someone for the tag division. So Morgan and Rhea. Candice, who is. Tiffany is a specialist who could feud with Michin. So Candice, I believe, is a fighter. So we need a bruiser for her. What was freaking Maxine Dupree? I'm not bringing back Ivy Dawn. She kind of pissed me off. Do we go Isla Dawn? It's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. Michin and Candice are the same. So I think it logically makes sense that we bring in a bruiser. Isla Dawn is the top option because these up here cost a little bit too much. I think, actually, we're going to go Valhalla and potentially signaling bringing Eric and or Ivar onto the roster when the potential is there. So Valhalla, last woman's talent that we drafted. Valhalla / Candice. Definitely a step back from what Candice had previously done in WCW. And then Michin, Tiffany. Our women's division is definitely taking a step back, but we at least have Rhea Ripley. So, we need what? We have Chad Gable, who, this might sound insane, might get traded. We need to find, what, is Otis here? If Otis is here, I think this solves a lot of problems. If not, I think Tozawa. I just need to find somebody for Chad Gable to team with. Timeout. Ah, my goodness. Do I want to go LA Knight? Do I want to go LA Knight? I'm looking through one last time because I think this is more than likely going to be our last draft pick. Tozawa makes sense, obviously, to team with Chad Gable due to their previous alliance. But so does Bobby Roode. I think what we're about to do... MVP would be a nice draft pick as well. I think LA Knight adds a lot of potential to our roster. I'm really trying to think this through. Because who we haven't... Let's think. I'm thinking out loud, which is not good. Because essentially we're trying to... Because we have Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. Dunne/Bate. We have Chad Gable free. Do we have anybody else that is not doing anything? We have RVD free because Kurt Angle is with Bobby Roode. RVD does not have anybody. Wesley and Dijak. Chad Gable is also free. I think it makes a lot of sense. Do we just draft LA Knight and say screw it? Or do we go to Zal? I kind of want to say screw it and just draft LA Knight. Have him feud with RVD, and then we'll see what happens with the tag division. We're just going to draft LA Knight and call it there to save the money. Because we obviously could draft somebody else, but I think I'd rather save the money. Because we don't really have anybody else.
Look at the big boys and girls on the WCW roster. Look at all this talent. But in the end, only one brand will win.
Our last draft pick was LA Knight. What happens with LA Knight? I don't know yet. See, look, this is a good... Because we were in number 1 with the fans, but we're not number 1 in the race to the Hall of Fame. Which sucks. And I'm not reading on that. Alright. I'm trying to wrap this episode up. This is good to have. I do not know if this came from WrestleMania. I don't think it did. Alright, let's look at these now. This, I don't really understand. This, is doable. This is definitely doable. We just did this last time around. It's a lot of submission matches, but we do have Kurt Angle and Chad Gable on our roster. And I, again, am not keeping count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably 7. Alright. We need to sign one more person, I think. Wesley and Dijak. At some point, Wesley and RVD can be a tag team for reasons. Kurt Angle and Chad Gable can be a tag team at some point. Where is Tyler? There's Tyler Bate. I was going to say, where's Tyler Bate? Alright. Thinking out loud. Kurt Angle and Bobby Roode renewing their TNA rivalry. RVD and LA Knight, with LA Knight turning heel. Yeah. Wesley and Dijak. Chad Gable. I think actually, we're going to look through. And whoever... We're not going to do it now. This will be the start of next episode. But whoever we could sign to be a heel that would make more sense to team with LA Knight or Chad Gable. So one of those two will be turning heel and feuding with Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. So, Kurt Angle, Bobby Roode. RVD versus LA Knight / Chad Gable. Wesley versus Dijak. Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne versus Chad Gable and partner, or LA Knight and partner. Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley. Valhalla, Michin, Tiffany Stratton, Candice LeRae. I think in total that makes 7, because there's definitely 4 men's rivalries, 3 women's. So, just so I don't forget, Rhea needs to be I just screwed this whole thing up. I really just screwed this whole thing up. I just screwed this whole thing up. Are you kidding? Timeout. I swear when I did this before, I could change Rhea to a freaking... Alright. I could change Rhea to a giant. Now, Rhea's a bruiser. Michin's a fighter. So I actually didn't screw this up entirely. Yeah, I didn't. Valhalla, Candice. Liv, Tiffany, Michin, Rhea. Boom. Not that upset about it. That being said, though, unless Liv Morgan could change styles quickly, she's probably first on the trading block. So, I've kept y'all long enough. This is a good end to Season 1. This is a longer video than I expected. Hopefully you enjoyed it all. I do appreciate y'all for watching it. Hopefully you like and subscribe. And I will see you next time around because I am out for now. I'm out.